YouTube, I got myself a Christmas present, and it came in today from Guess Who? W. M. Opals on YouTube. I'm going to open the package and see what we got for Christmas. Oh, looks like something down in the bottom. I always like extra stuff. Got me a note here I'm going to look at privately real quick. There's something here. Looks like a extra. Okay, so this note is kind of personal, so I'm going to keep it that way. I really do appreciate it a lot, William, for what you said. I have enjoyed everything I've ever gotten from you. And like I said, I've said before, if you want to go, even if you want to show your family and kids, this young man is a professional and he has a great channel. I do not mind saying that whatsoever because I watched him for a long time before he even offered something that I could grab. And I wanted to make sure this is something I wanted to do before I did it. So let's see what we got. I'm going to save this for last because I just want to. So, you know how it is when you're going to make a video. You cannot find anything. So guess who couldn't find scissors? Me. And they're everywhere until you want one. It's like a pen. Until you're trying to find it, you're not going to find it. So this little razor blade right here will do it. This is my Christmas present to myself. And I will start, I'm keeping everything. That's my beautiful knife I really love. Take that with me when I go on my creek adventures. I'm really excited about the opal. It just, I guess I can understand more how people feel about different things that they love just from seeing, you know, how I feel about something that I really like. I need to read this real quick to make sure it don't have anything on there that I wouldn't want to give away. Nope. 109 carats. And a thank you. And there's the prize. Okay, so let me open them up. Get them out. Now we're going to look at them and see what we like. This is actually probably most of you can tell that I've done this over. You couldn't see what I did last time, so I had to make myself do it again because I'm just too impressed to let this be anything but beautiful. As you can see, there's lots of color everywhere. I'm really impressed with it. Extremely. I couldn't have done better. You see all the colors in there. I just don't even know where to start. Let's start that bright green. You know, the purples and all. It's just taking me a minute trying to find this light and get my focus. That last one I did, yeah, there was times I couldn't even see it. It's gonna be some nice play in these. So guess who's gonna do a little editing this time? So please excuse my new editing skills. We'll see how they turn out. I have went through this. I may end up just taking a bunch of pictures. I'd explained in the last one that I got hurt, and it's hard to sit here and talk and look and show or the way I'm feeling. But this is something that I got myself for Christmas, and I just want everybody to see. As soon as I start working on them, we'll take out, because these are completely rough. This is not anything done to them at all, and it's not the way I usually do it. I think I may even change what I'm doing now. That way I can pick them out, bring them over, show them. That's a better way. Yeah, I like that. You just never know what you got till you finished, and then you start looking at it, and you realize nobody can see anything except you. And it's gonna be a lot better once I get to working on these. I've got some new equipment, some new things I'm gonna be doing in 2025. Total different. There we go. You know, all this will come off and expose the stone. This is actually sand, and then they call that potch. And you can see that color in there, because all this will come off. I have to keep these separated. Really happy, of course. I've never been disappointed with WM Opals, and that's W.M Opals. I've showed his card, but that I'm doing a retake, it's not something I normally do. I'll do that again, just to let everybody know. You can go on YouTube and look him up yourself. I've stated that he is a very nice young man, and that his family-friendly channel. You would not have a problem leaving the room with your kids watching him. He's just a real good guy. Has some really good deals. The only person I've ever bought opal from. And I actually got a gift this time. I know he slid something in there last time, because I watched that video real careful. And like I was saying before, a lot of this stuff, I'm not paying high dollar. So I've had people come on and tell me different things, and I will not respond negative. I promise you that. You can say anything you want to me. I'm not giving it. I appreciate anything anybody has to say. But I really appreciate knowledge. So if you've got something good to tell me that could possibly help me out, I'd like to hear it. See how this looks on black. This black shows up stuff you don't even realize you have. I have hit that joker with the lint brush 100 times and it looks completely great until you look at it through this camera. I switched cameras. I changed things around. But that's all a part of it. I think I just showed that one. I'm not sure. It's got some beautiful color in it. This would be perfect for me. Just to train the eye. Because a lot of times you can look at something and you don't even see it. Then one day you pick it up, take a look at it, and pow, there it is. And you did not even notice it before. That's why it's best not to come to a quick judgment. Because I've got some stuff in the past, and however they were showing it, when you get it in your hand, it's not what you thought you was going to get. That's never happened with me here. Because you'll notice when you go to his site, when he does have something for sale, he'll do a picture where you can manipulate the picture and take a good look at it. And then he'll turn around and do a video. So you get to see it in several different ways. I'm just picking through these just to pull them out. This is my first time still seeing them. I mean, I did look quite a bit whenever we were doing it, but the lighting was so bad I couldn't even see it when I looked over the camera. And now it's totally different. I can see it. And the old saying, how much better it looks. That don't look bad either. I'm just gonna let that wet spot be there. I don't know why that makes me think of my dog, but it does. When they were puppies. I'd explained on my other video that I didn't tell everybody. There's a few people that I trust that I told, and because I've just been not myself lately, and I kind of really wanted to let people know why. I got hurt real bad, and I had to recover, and a lot of people know what I'm doing here, and kind of trapped in the house. If I do things, I have to stay close to home. A lot of my videos you see, I'm within 5-10 miles of my house. And I know I did go to Somerville, and that was a great adventure there. And I had a chance to go back. I've actually had 3 chances to go, and I could only do one. Somerville is a Sunday thing, and we go to church. And that's one of the times my mother gets to get out. So we don't like to miss that. I used to say, I take my mother to church, but it actually helped me too. Trying to be a better person. It never hurts. See that red? And before you judge, know that this was not very expensive. It's going to be something for me to learn. Like I've said before, people that know me know that I'm new. And I've got a long way to go before I can do some of the things I see done. And that's, everybody has to learn. So start somewhere. I just happen to be lucky enough to be able to post this on here where other people can see it. I imagine that's just a piece of potch. I have darker. And I've seen where they put one on the other and call it a doublet. Try that out. Yep, see how that works. Hope that light's not too bright for y'all. Trying my best here, working with what I got. That's a beautiful little rock there. Yeah, I ripped the tendons up in my left knee. Well, both knees, left elbow, neck, back, even pulled some things in my stomach. I was actually hanging from a cliff by my left arm. And I don't care who you are, it's just not a good thing. 5 miles out in that woods and just was not listening to myself. It was right before it happened. I said it was going to happen. And I couldn't understand why I was going another way that I'd came in. But there I was, and I was doing it. And I'm feeling good. I've took off a lot. I've gotten a lot better shape. And you start feeling like you're invincible again. And you're not. And it's not actually the fall, it's the recovering. When you're in your 20s, you can bust your butt, get up, dust it off, get out of there. Well, I actually was 5 miles back. Took me maybe an hour or so to watch the video of my secret place. And I was really having a good time. I'd never taken anybody back there before. I'd never even taken pictures of it because I was scared that, you know how when you take pictures nowadays, they do them things they call memories. And it don't matter if you delete it. Sometime later, it'll come back and they'll show you, hey, we still got copies of your pictures that you deleted. And I think they're trying to sell you album or something, I'm not sure. And so I was always scared, they were going to place me or put me in. Anyway, I'm going back there and having a good old time running my mouth like I do. And I like tripped a few times. I slid down a sand wall, but it's an illusion back there. The wall looks like it's dirt. That's just one rock. Just looks like dirt. I mean, rock. And it's not. That wall back there in my secret place is actually sand. And it's just got 100 years of moss growing on it. So it gives it an illusion of a rock. And you forget what you're standing on is sand. And I'd wrap my arm around a limb, because that's what I do, just in case. And that just in case saved my butt, because I don't know what would have happened to me if I'd have fell down that cliff and knocked my ribs on that bank that was below me. Ain't that pretty? Because these are going to be something else, y'all. When you work these and get those edges done right, let that light shine through, they just really turn into something. Something beautiful. But I know I seem a little different today because, like I said, I'm in a lot of pain and I don't do pain pills. So I just have to suffer. And that's all right. I'm learning a valuable lesson. I actually wanted to go ahead and feel what I got. That way, the next time I get out there and I'm all gung ho heading somewhere, I'll take my time. And I've learned I'm not going to be back in them woods like that anymore. And that hurts because I've been going back there all my life. And I'm just now getting back to where I can. And then, boom, you can't. So I'll have to find me other ways. That's going to be nice. I'm always happy with William. I'm sorry I can't show my enthusiasm the way I did before. I wanted to do this because I just got them. And like I said, this is my take two. So I'd already opened them. I'm going to try to splice that together and, or edit and put that opening on there because I did like that part. Um, just not myself. And I'm just trying my best to do what I can do. So y'all bear with me. I'm still doing it. See, when people see something like that, they really don't see what's there. Oh. Because this is going to come off. So what you're going to end up with is whatever's inside of it. And it could be great, It could be just regular. It don't matter. Some of it you can really start to see it, the play in it. I got somebody that's going to send me some opal that doesn't have the flash. It's just common opal. And I can't wait to get it where I can work on that. Because the machine that I've bought, I'm not going to be using it on anything else except opal. Because I don't want to contaminate my blades. And I'll have to research that more. I've learned some valuable lessons in the last few weeks. Keep pushing forward. I've learned lessons about myself, that I do have limitations. Never been limited before. And I have responsibilities. I've always just been able to do whatever I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. Just fly. Now I have responsibilities. So if anything happens to me, it's just going to be, it's going to hurt somebody else. And I can't do that. There is a little one, but I just wanted to show how pretty that joker is. I've seen some people do stuff with those. And I always wondered, why in the world would they mess with something so little? But, buddy, when you get a hold of one of them, you'll find out. That joker's pretty. And I guess you could make something with it. I have learned more about myself in these opals. Don't believe I'm going to be a jewelry maker, but I sure do like them. And you can see how much beautiful is coming out of that one little stone there. And again, I can tell you, I see something completely different on this side. Anytime you see a pretty opal on television, trust me, it's probably 10 to 100 times better looking in person. For some reason, it's the eye. It's the way that opal is reflecting that light into your eye that determines on how you see it. And then the more you look at it, the more color you'll find. Because I just seen some color flashing in there and I didn't even, there it is, coming in right here. But I really hadn't had a chance to study these. I just did that first shot, and I usually don't even look. And I just wanted to make sure the camera was, the angle was up and down and not that little bitty square running across the center. And of course it was. And I'm glad I caught it, because I'm learning. I learned that I could actually adjust it after the fact. It just takes time. Anybody can do this. It takes time, practice. Because when I didn't even know you could even comment. I watched YouTube for a couple of years, streaming television, because I didn't like what was on TV. Everybody getting mad at each other and saying horrible things about everybody else. And I was like, man, I'm not that kind of person. I don't like talking bad about folks. I don't like to hear other people talk bad about each other. So I got out of it. And YouTube is a great place to find wonderful people and learn things. And that's where I found the opal. Well, I knew about opal. I bought my little niece a necklace. I think I told that on the last one. When I seen that rock throw out color, because it's still amazing to me when I look at that and I'm holding it and I know that's a rock. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Because I know diamonds have their little sparkles, but you've got to cut that joker and do a lot of work to get it to flash that color back at you. And then you got an opal that you can just pull straight out of the ground like this, and it's flashing. That's just amazing to me. Okay, everybody, there's quite a few of them in here. I don't know which ones I'm showing and the ones I hadn't. It's fun for me to look at them. Just an odd way to hold your body to be able to bend over this joker and show you. And that I'm hurting. But I just got them today. And I like doing this. I hadn't quite figured out why yet, but I do enjoy it. And now that I've found a whole new area of YouTube, I am really enjoying myself again. I've learned things I shouldn't do, places I shouldn't go, things I shouldn't say, things I need to leave alone. And it takes time. Luckily, I've met some good people that give me some good advice that I needed, and things are better. I feel better about the whole thing. I almost quit, and I said I'd never quit. But when something don't feel good, you shouldn't do it. And it wasn't feeling good anymore. Felt horrible. I started going around the world, and I seen things that I'd never even thought of before. Met beautiful people. Beautiful people. People that help each other, love each other. Seen people live in a way that you could envy. No matter what you got, you'll never have what they have. It's a mindset. People think they're going to get rich doing something on YouTube. It's like, no, if you don't love it, you might as well quit. Kind of like the grow up show and tell. Grown ups. I still gonna get back down in that creek. Gonna do it differently. Not gonna endanger my life. And I really wasn't doing it, on purpose. Man, I feel good. I really do. Mentally and physically. I hadn't been this in shape in many years. And it's like, there I went. Nothing was stopping me. Except me. Now, luckily, since I've been a young person, I would wrap my hand when I grab hold of a cliff and I get me a bush or something up there. I'll wrap my arm in it, or my wrist, And I had that joker wrapped around my wrist right here. I'm sorry, y'all, that's too much. But anyway, I had my left arm wrapped up because I have always been clumsy and hurt myself. These are just two little chips that was in the bottom of the bag. And they are quite pretty. And he also gave me a gift. I'm going to work on that other video. And if it comes out all right, I'm gonna let it be what it is, post it. But just didn't like that it was so small. The picture itself just turned out, I don't know what I done, but it had just a little square dip in it. Now that is pretty. I read his note. That was very special to him, William. And that he sent it to me is just unbelievable. It means a lot. I think he called it a Jelly Opal. I'll never get rid of it. I'll always have this. And I'll keep that note with it where one day when somebody else picks it up and looks at it and reads it, they'll know what it is and what it was and where it came from. Just amazing to me that these things can be made in the earth. I've even seen it. One day I'll have some where they have a branch, or what I really would like to have is those fossils that have been opalized, like a shell. That's one of the things I would like to go. And I was going to go to my very first gem and mineral show, and I couldn't walk. There was no way, because when you're hurt like that, you have got to stay still. You've got to heal. If you've ever broken a rib or ripped tendons, which I had before, and hopefully that's my last time. And I knew better, and I was sitting there making a video, and I made a statement about how I hadn't been hurt this year. I know better than say something like that. It's like setting myself up. And just a few minutes into that video, I made a statement. And I can't quote it, but it's kind of like a warning. And of course, I didn't listen. Couldn't hear myself. Sitting there warning myself and couldn't hear it. I warned myself minutes before it happened. I mean, not even a minute. I sit there and I knew it. I was like, I came in that way and I'm going out this way. It's like, and I came in that way for a reason. And buddy, did I ever find out why? To think that I thought I could climb something that a deer can't climb. It's just ridiculous. It was a valuable lesson. I sure paid for it. Still paying for it. But I'm going to get out of this house soon. But right now, doing what I can do. I appreciate anybody that's still here. Because you know me, I'm not going to stop till I'm done. And I usually make a big fuss. Just ain't got it in me. I'm real excited about these, and they're real beautiful. just, it is what it is. I wish y'all could see that red in there. I'm looking at it and I'm trying my best to let y'all see it, but it's not happening and I'm not got it in me to force it. That's getting prettier every time I pick it up. I do appreciate all the responses I got from the last one. And I'll turn these into something. I've got all kind of ideas. You know how people do. We get ideas and stuff in our heads, and if we get lucky, we get to make some of them come true. Some of them just fade away with time, and that's all right too. I think that's going to be my favorite one. I got one like that last time. Just love this stuff. Get my focus back. I've learned not to try to force it. You move away, it'll come back in for you. Well, I really learned something the other day when I did that video about trying to find my light. It really made me go look. Sometimes when you're looking, you can't see. You just stop and stare. You figure it out. I did. And the only way I'm going to show that is when I show that. And I promise you I will. I promise you I got something to show you. This is just the beginning. I'm going to start out at the bottom and work my way up. Because I got some top stuff, trust me. This is what you're going to see first. Because I just want anybody that's coming in like I did. I mean, I'm in my 4th month. YouTube time seems different than regular time. Because, I mean, it feels like I've been here a year or more. I'm doing this because to me it felt like I kept grabbing the same thing over and over and over, and I'm not. So I'm just sort of bringing them out, putting them up. And of course I want them to look pretty, so, you know, kind of arranging them around a little bit. But understand I'm looking through a camera. There we go. Getting better with that focus. Looked at some of my videos and I noticed that jokers was blurry, blurry, blurry. That's alright too. I ain't deleting nothing. Because I think it's good to show you mistakes. Because you know, a lot of people will say things about me and about my stuff and the things I do, and it just shows they don't know what I'm doing. Because they accuse me of doing things that I'm not doing. And the way you can prove it to yourself is the things they're saying I'm doing, they don't make mistakes. You watch my stuff, you see mistakes all in it. You see where I'm learning. That's my journey. I'm learning. And I think once I decided to step forward and take my foot out of the past, that was not one of the best decisions I made. One of the best that I've ever made. And it taught me in my real life too. It's like, man, get your foot out of the past to move forward, because you're not going to move forward. until you move out of the past. Most time a good lesson is hard. Most time a good lesson hurts. That is some pretty rocks. A lot of y'all are so focused that you lose sight. You ask for things you don't do. You demand things of people that really can't be done. Out of range, or out of reach. Or you expect to be treated a way that you're not treating people. That's going to catch up with you. Promise you. And those lessons are the hardest. Not to learn. Because first you got to see that you need to learn it. I'm thankful. Grateful. For one, I've met some good people. And I'm not going to say I met anything except for good people. Because I'm not going to give it power. Because when you give bad power, it grows. And I'm not going to grow something bad. I love my YouTube channel. And the key word is my. You remember that if you start doing your YouTube, it's yours. You can do anything you want to do. As long as you obey the rules of YouTube. Keep it clean. Keep it family friendly. I know you got your stuff out there. It's funny. It's not what I'm talking about. But as long as you don't treat people like you want to be treated, you're not going to last. The illusion that I had was I really thought there was something in it. It's an illusion. It's what you make it. If you think it's going to land in your lap, that's something else. You got to work. And I mean work hard. And I realized what I was doing. I pulled back. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to do this right here. Share. Be nice to people. Try to be as good of a person as I can be and grow. Because I just discovered these rocks last October. I had not the opal, just rocks general. And then just like some other people that I've known recently, people were just like, why don't you go out there and do a video? Man, I didn't do nothing like that. And I did it. And I tell you what, it's fun. You walk around in them woods and go out there by yourself long enough, and all of a sudden you got somebody to talk to. I mean, I know it's an illusion, but you got that camera in your hand and you can talk. You are not alone. And then I don't edit. Well, might today. Because buddy, that first one just didn't do right. Alright, I think I'm about finished. I'm going to take a bunch of pictures. Probably tack them on to the end of this. I sure wished I knew how to close. I mean, I'm going to learn again. But this is a lady. AZ Rock Counting Adventures. Her and Julie and Brian. Man, does she know how to close a video. I'm sure he works with her too, but they really know how to close down. I hadn't been able to watch them lately. I miss a lot of the stuff that I was doing before. I just don't have time. By what I have to do every day here at home, and then me being so hurt like I have been, I just hadn't had time. But nobody's missed me. I ain't got one single message. Not one soul has even missed me. So I'm good. That's fine. You think one thing and people will show you another, and you be blessed for that. Thank God you seen it. I'm only 3 months in. I've seen people be hurt on here that's been in here for years doing this. I got lucky. I seen it in my 3rd month. So yeah, I'm lucky. It took me falling off a cliff and about killing myself to figure out I need to have limitations. All right. There's several more. There's a black one. I wish that joker would surprise me. I think that's just one of them you wish. I sure do appreciate it if you made it this far. You know I do. Anybody that knows me knows I'm true. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna cheat, step on anybody I have to step on for something that I don't really need. I'm not in this for anything other than what I'm doing right here. Running my mouth and enjoying myself. That's what I'm here for. I've looked at the numbers. They don't have anything for me. This little piece here, it ain't much, but tell you what. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to have to close. I don't have a choice. It's just, I'm hurting too bad. Yeah, that's my business. I appreciate y'all a lot. And I appreciate if you're still here, sticking around, watching. Just going to throw the rest of these in here. How they land, it's up to them. I got another good parcel from W. M. Opals. Let me see. Here's his card again. You see that beautiful, them beautiful opals? There's where you can get them. He's on YouTube. I don't know about his phone number, so I'm gonna keep that private because that's his card. But there he is. I'm just not quite sure about that phone number, so I just don't want to throw it out there like that. You know how it is. But yeah, this is a good guy. His channel is growing, so you know how that is. Once it starts growing, things get better, things get bigger, things get nicer. Um, he's already there. People trust him. You can tell by the stuff that he works on that, especially because he'll tell you if he's working on his stuff, or he'll tell you if it's somebody. He's like, I don't know how that opal world works, but it looks like people may buy opal and then send it to professionals to have it cut or, different things done with it. Ooh, that's ugly. Get that out of there. But it's just I've seen a lot of different people do opal, and William's just a little different. There's a good personality there, and he tells he's a good person. You don't jump through hoops for William. Got a good clean show. He works the opal. He tells you what he's doing. I think I showed this one. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna close this out. It's been kind of long. Didn't realize how long this time had went by. But I've had my joy, my fun. I'm really excited about this stuff. I cannot wait. I want to get my gift out of here. Uh, I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all be blessed. Thank you for joining me. I truly appreciate it. You have a wonderful New Year's. 2025 is right around the corner. I have a lot of things I plan on doing. I hope you can join me. I'll be more than happy to have you. Be blessed.